Cincinnati's certified most accurate forecast.
Well, I think you can safely say we really lucked out around here today, given the fact we had over 42 reports of tornadoes. That's just tornadoes alone today between Indiana and northwestern Ohio. So indeed, I certainly think we were on the better side of this particular situation. And the good news tonight is that we don't have to worry about severe weather as we go to bed. Here's a live look outside high atop from Carew Tower. It is a warm and steamy summer night out there. Very different than it was just 24 hours ago. We'll get to that more here in just a moment. But here's a live look at radar. Things are looking much quieter across the area at this time. There are still some storms ongoing tonight to the north of Interstate 70, and these are dropping down towards the south and east. And with the air still very warm and humid out overnight tonight, don't be at all surprised if you get awakened by a rumble of thunder or two, because I still think there's a possibility for a few scattered storms overnight tonight, although they should not be of the severe variety. Let's take you back here to early this afternoon when things were really getting busy across Indiana, up through northeastern Indiana into northwestern Ohio. Again, it was a very narrow corridor from Indianapolis to Fort Wayne, over towards Toledo and Bowling Green, Defiance, Ohio, into the northwestern corner of the Buckeye State, where all the ingredients just happened to come together for an outbreak of tornadoes this afternoon and this evening. Moving forward as we go through the rest of the week, while we will have the threat for pop-up storms, I'm not as much concerned about severe weather. 80 at this late hour tonight at the airport. Remember the past couple of nights we were down into the 60s, some of us even into the 50s already. Much different air mass out there. Our winds are out of the south, and look at that dew point all the way up into the low 70s. And I want to talk about that because, boy, humidity levels really surged today across the region. When you walked out the door to work this morning, it wasn't so bad, right? But then when you came home this afternoon, we were back in the muggies once more. And you know what? It's going to stay uncomfortably humid right for the foreseeable future right now. Temperatures 75 in Connersville, it's 78 in Oxford and Brookville, 82 still here late tonight in Hamilton, it's 79 in Florence, 80 in Sparta, 82 down there in Carrollton as well. So we are going to stay warm and uncomfortably humid through the end of the week. High pressure, the same weather system that brought us the incredibly comfortable weather Sunday and Monday and even yesterday, it's now drifted off towards the east and we're on the back side of that. So now the Gulf of Mexico is open, southerly winds have returned, we're bringing back the heat, we're bringing back the humidity. And occasionally we'll see little disturbances riding through the atmosphere out of the west, and that will be enough to help trigger scattered showers and storms from time to time. So here's a look at Futurecast, and you can see not really much happening overnight tonight. As we get into your day on Thursday, I actually think tomorrow will be hot across the area. I don't expect a good coverage of showers and storms. Look like afternoon highs will likely climb into the 90s with some hot sunshine, and then it looks like we'll do it again, or at least come close to 90 on Friday. I briefly want to talk about what's happening in the tropics tonight because we are still keeping a close eye on this system near Puerto Rico tonight. This is forecast to move into the Bahamas over the weekend and strengthen, get into an environment that's more favorable for development, and then eventually end up somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico. And once it gets into the Gulf, of course, it's shaped like a bowl, so it has to interact with land somewhere at some point. So that's something to keep in the back of your mind if you've got any travel plans or looking down towards the tropics next week. 71 for a low tonight. We'll keep the threat in there for a few pop-up storms. I don't think there will be much. Some morning rain. There may be a leftover shower or two. I don't think everyone starts their morning wet. As a matter of fact, it looks hot and sunny by afternoon as temperatures climb to 90. Here's your 7-day forecast, and you can see some 90s over the weekend. And with high levels of humidity, heat indices will be running up there between 95 and 98. So, Mike, I hope you enjoyed that taste of fall we had to start the week.
All right. Yeah, it goes quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Kev. A homecoming big